These are the major right now uh, booming fields in power generation, electricity power generation field. So you can see in future, most of the all of the world, most of the all power generating companies are moving to renewable energy by using renewable energy only. They will generate the power. Almost it will convert to 100% through renewable energy. So if you if you choose the career in this field, you have a very bright future in the renewable energy sector. So I will explain during my classes. You can understand how this much very important and how it will be more useful in future. I mean, I think previously you live in somewhere in TVs, news channels, or everyone saying solar means very bright future. Everyone commonly says, but you don't know exactly how it will work, what are the challenges in that. So some critics are there. Solar is waste. It won't be useful. So like that, some words also we can hear due to uh, some who don't know exactly how it will work, and they listen something from some. I mean, very initial stage, even in my career, like 2013, 14. At that time, also, some companies, some EPC companies, very small organizations, they don't know solar, but they did some works. I mean, they did some false commit. They say some commitments, and they taken uh, orders from customers, and it is not fulfilled. So client also irritated. So solar means nothing. It is like a fraud. It is not generated what they are saying. So someone they did like that. So that's why some critics also there. It won't work properly like that. So uh, I will explain how why this uh, negative some members called it is a negative also. So that I will explain. So first of all, you can see. Do you know the world's energy needs for 1 year can be covered by the sun generating power for only 1 minute? In fact, within 24 hours, the sun is able to generate more energy than entire population would consume in 27 years. Just see this statement so you can understand how much energy we have free of cost. How much energy we can get from sun is a free of cost. Why is solar energy? Oh, sorry. What is solar energy? Solar energy is
Excuse
the,
me, sir.
yeah,
Sir, can you change the PPT size because it is coming in only 4:3 screen. Just minimize it, sir. Minimize.
is it
Go
okay?
to sir design tab on the top. Yes, and then there is a option slide size last. Go right. Yeah. Make it lower one. Yes.
It is in the
Okay, it is there. Okay.
widescreen.
Okay. Okay. So I think this is due to PPT. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Okay. So what is solar energy? Solar energy is the energy the Earth receives from the sun primarily as a visible light and other form of electromagnetic radiation. So this energy is one kind of renewable energy. So we are utilizing this solar energy into two types. One is light energy, solar PV. PV means photovoltaic. PV means photovoltaic. Uh, and Second one is heat energy, solar thermal. So thermal energy means whatever the heat from direct sunlight, so we can convert to mechanical energy or any other form of energy. But PV means light. Whatever the photons we can convert into electricity power through PV module. That is PV, photovoltaic light energy. You can see simply like this. So from the sun, by using photovoltaic PV modules, we can convert the direct light energy to electricity energy. That is photovoltaic. Thermal energy means whatever the heat we can get from the sun, it is directly converted to other form of maybe heat or maybe thermal energy, also, and maybe mechanical energy like that. You can see water heaters how. So this water will goes into this water tank and it will circulate it through this plates this and it will goes to our restrooms or washrooms or anywhere wherever hot water requirement is. This is completely different photovoltaic. So everyone, somebody thinks that solar means solar. Solar, they think that the water heater also it will work like a electricity power generator. No, it's completely different. It's a very simple concept. This is little complicated one, photovoltaic. So once in this 3 4 equipments are there, it is very costly and it is very reliable product. This is not a costly. It is very low cost equipment and mm, uh, low cost equipment and maybe it won't work in even winter time also sometimes. There is again electricity power is required. In this backup heaters will be there. So it will use like a suppose regular geyser yearly suppose it will consume 1,000 units. It will take only 250 units. So that much of power we can save through this water heaters. So types of solar PV systems right now in the market, even in commercial market. So we have this kind of solar PV system. You can see. First, in that again two segments: solar rooftop power plant and solar utility scale power plant. So solar rooftop power plants means wherever you are install solar power plant in a roof or in the ground also we can call a rooftop project, but the ground should be in your periphery, your boundary. It can't be somewhere else. Like suppose you have a one industry. In that industry, you have some open space. Like suppose your industry is occupied. I mean, your industry total area you have a 8 acres. In that, your industry is occupied only 2 years, construction of buildings and other things. Rest of the area you have a free space. In that lawns, car parking, if you left that one. So still if you have a 3 acres or 4 acres. So there we can set up a 1 megawatt solar park. So that also we can call uh, rooftop project. Ground mounted also we can call as a rooftop. Rooftop means why I'm explaining rooftop means always most priorities wherever when we install the solar modules on rooftop that is called a rooftop. But there is a some government subsidies or incentives like that government incentives. So they given for rooftop projects separately, like a ground mounted utility projects separately. So to segregate that and to identify that, so all rooftop and ground mounted within the campus they called as a rooftop. So that's why I'm explaining this much. So Depends on, I mean, it will depends on client, I mean, that industry geography. So, so within the campus, wherever you kept the module, that is called a rooftop project. And so in that, again, on-grid system, grid connected system, grid interactive system. These three are some: solar grid connected or on-grid or grid interactive system. And off-grid system, solar off-grid system. Next, solar hybrid system. We can go this one by one, step by step. I will explain in these types of solar plants. Solar agriculture farms. So just I will brief a little bit about this four system. On-grid systems means solar power plant will work with the grid. Whatever our existing grid power supply is, it will. We are connecting the solar power output to our existing grid. Actually, it is between our load and grid. Our existing DBs are the distribution boxes. There we can connect to direct raw power. So that is called a grid connected system. It will work only when grid is available. If grid is not available, it won't work. So in this system, there is no batteries, there is no storage. Whatever generated solar power, we can utilize first our loads. If it is excess power is there, it will export to grid. So that is grid connected system. Next, off-grid system. Off-grid system means for this grid is not required. If you have, you can put, or if you don't have, grid power supply is not required. There is a battery storage. So uh, solar output will connect to our loads, dedicated loads, and uh, why I'm calling dedicated loads means here the system capacity we have to design. So based on our loads, we have to design a off-grid system capacity. Suppose if we have a 3 kilowatt load, we have to design for a 4 kilowatt of off-grid system. 4 kilowatt load is 5 kilowatt off-grid system, like that. So it can feed only that particular loads. But on-grid system, if you have a 10 kilowatt, you can set up 5 kilowatt system, no problem. If you have a 10 kilowatt load, you can set up a 5 kilowatt system, no issue. 2 kilowatt system, no issue. So there is no, it is not, it for this not required any dedicated loads. And a hybrid system, it's a combination of off-grid and on-grid. So both, we can export to grid and we can store the energy in battery. So it is like a hybrid system means multiple sources uninterruptedly supply to our loads. And agriculture pumps, this is a complete different mode compared to above all. So from the solar module, we will connect through VFD, variable frequency drive, direct to pump. So it will work depends on pump, depends on sunlight, the water flow will be there. Agriculture sector we can use mostly. And solar utility scale power plants. These are megawatt scale power projects. To set up, uh, these are majorly ground mounted or floating solar power plants. These two areas we can use like a utility scale power plant. Uh, I will explain this also further. Next, types of thermal systems. Solar thermal systems means these water heaters. Solar FPC, flat plate collector system. Solar EPC, evacuated tube collector system. Next, solar steam cooking systems and concentrated solar power plants.